What are the mega rich so scared of? The 1%, the billionaires of this world, are getting ready for something big and getting ready to move underground with hordes of cryptocurrency. The ultra rich are building luxurious living quarters deep underground in decommissioned nuclear bunkers, and taking crypto with them is part of the plan. So, what is the plan and why are they doing it? We'll find out in about 10 minutes because it's time for Chico Crypto. What if I told you somewhere in the southeast corner of South Dakota, there is a community of over 575 decommissioned nuclear bunkers sprawling across 18 square miles on fertile, empty grassland? And inside these bunkers is luxury, amenities only the rich can afford, even full-size pools. But they also have features built into them so they can thrive for extended periods of time, with full hydroponic and aeroponic gardens, and hordes of stock shelves of non-perishable food items. But also a key feature: many of these billionaire doomsday bunkers have Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency mining machines inside of them. So, why are billionaires doing this? What do they have to be so afraid of? And why are they mining, stacking, and hoarding cryptocurrency? First, why are they doing this? Well, author and documentarian Douglas Rushkoff covered this in his book, Survival of the Richest: Escape Fantasies of Tech Billionaires, where Douglas was invited by 5 mysterious billionaires to a desert resort for a private talk. And the topic? How to survive the event, the societal catastrophe they know is coming. This Medium post from Douglas is actually the inspiration for his book, and he covers the meeting with the billionaires and the event they know is coming. This is what Douglas said. Finally, the CEO of a brokerage house explained that he had nearly completed building his own underground bunker system and asked, "How do I maintain authority over my security force after the event?" The event. That was their euphemism for the environmental collapse, social unrest, nuclear explosion, unstoppable virus, or Mr. Robot hack that takes everything down. AKA a doomsday, a total collapse of society type situation. But then he dives deeper into the conversation. The article says, they, the billionaires, knew armed guards would be required to protect their compounds from the angry mobs. But how do they pay the guards once money was worthless? Well, the billionaires also asked this question to Douglas. They, the billionaires, started out innocuously enough. Ethereum or Bitcoin? Is quantum computing a real thing? The billionaires were worried about money. What will be the future money of this collapsed world? Bitcoin and Ethereum are the top 2 cryptos these billionaires are looking at. And as we know, some are even mining Bitcoin or staking Ethereum down in their bunkers, which Douglas dives into when speaking about his book with CoinDesk. Let's listen in.
Right, digital or crypto maybe are sort of the best and easiest ways to move into an abstracted realm, kind of disconnected from conditions on the ground.
Crypto, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, are the easiest ways for these billionaires to move into an abstracted realm, away from the bleak conditions on the ground of the world. Although Douglas goes even further into the why they are doing this, and it explains why a swath of billionaires don't give a flying crap about the future of this planet. They want the world to have a doomsday. Let's hear why.
These tech bro billionaires of a certain type, and I mean the Peter Thiel, Elon Musk type, believe that we can accelerate, end, and rebuild, but better. Right? They have different words for it, like game B is one of them, because we're in game A. So let's just get rid of game A and get to game B. You know, plan 2, it's like to reboot, like Civilization 2.0, Control Alt Delete on this messy thing and reboot to something new. And if you're safe in your bunker or in your spaceship or, you know, talk about white flight, right? Or in your digital cocoon of some kind, you can let this one go and then come out of your shell and rebuild civilization in a much more orderly and structured way.
They want to accelerate the collapse of society as we know it, so this world can have a reboot. It can be reset into a new world they believe they can build back better. So it's very possible these billionaires were a part of the group who created and followed the Georgia Guidestones, America's Stonehenge of massive slabs of granite that was mysteriously and anonymously constructed in 1980. The Guidestones were covered with inscriptions that were meant to guide current and future generations. The languages represented on the 4 major stones were Arabic, Chinese, English, Hebrew, Hindi, Russian, Spanish, and Swahili. There was also a message in Babylonian cuneiform, Egyptian hieroglyphics, Sanskrit, and classical Greek that said, "Let these be guidestones to an age of reason." There were 10 guides given to current and future people. Number 1, maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Number 2, guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. 3, unite humanity with a living new language. 4, rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason. Number 5, protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. Number 6, let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Number 7, avoid petty laws and useless officials. Number 8, balance personal rights with social duties. Number 9, prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. And number 10, be not a cancer on the earth, leave room for nature. Although last year the Guidestones were destroyed in an explosion by vandals, it's proof that there is a group of wealthy individuals who see a new world coming that is not like the world we have today. They see a mass extinction event taking place, wiping out the human population. But who is doing this specifically, building bunkers and going bonkers for crypto? Douglas had to keep the billionaires he met with anonymous. Are there any known billionaires? Yeah, there are many. From this Telegraph article, Silicon Valley's elite preppers are feeling vindicated as coronavirus wreaks havoc. It says, coronavirus is the moment Silicon Valley's preppers have been waiting for. A sect of the technology industry's elite, led by PayPal billionaire Peter Thiel, has spent years preparing for the apocalypse with bunkers, secret retreats, and action plans. Yeah, Peter Thiel is going bananas for bunking, and he is big time on Bitcoin and crypto. His VC, the Founders Fund, is longing Bitcoin, taking a large position. Peter also spoke at last year's Bitcoin Miami event. Let's hear what he had to say about BTC.
What I like to say is that Bitcoin is always the most honest market in the world. It's the most efficient market, and it was the canary in the coal mine. It was telling us that the inflation was coming in the last 2 years as it went from 6,000 up by a factor of 10x. It is telling us that the central banks are bankrupt.
Then he closed his talk with this.
It is the finance gerontocracy that runs the country through whatever silly virtue signaling / hate factory term like ESG they have, versus what I would call what we have to think of as a revolutionary youth movement, and we have to just go out from this conference and take over the world. Thank you very much.
Sounds like Peter believes a revolution is coming, and those with Bitcoin will take over the world. Who else? Well, checking out this Business Insider article posted in 2017, Silicon Valley billionaires are preparing for the apocalypse with motorcycles, guns, and private hideaways. We can see it says, Reid Hoffman, the co-founder of LinkedIn and a notable venture capitalist, told The New Yorker he estimates more than 50% of Silicon Valley billionaires have bought some level of apocalypse insurance, like an underground bunker. 50% of the Silicon Valley billionaires had a bunker in 2017. I'm sure it's up to 75 to 95% today with what's gone on in the past few years. An example the article gives is Antonio Garcia Martinez, the CEO and founder of AdGrok, an advisor to Twitter, and former product manager for Facebook. It says he shelled out for 5 wooded acres on an island in the Pacific Northwest, where he can ride out Armageddon in peace. His island home features generators, solar panels, and weaponry. But there is even a billionaire doing this in my hometown of Chico, California. Palmer Luckey, who is the founder of Oculus VR, who sold it to Facebook for $2 billion, but also the founder of Anduril, the futuristic military defense company worth $8 billion. He's got big bucks, and from this Seattle Times article from 2017, Oculus co-founder, now focused on surveillance tech, it says a person who knows him described Luckey as a casual prepper, someone who prepares for societal collapse. Through another person said he was simply a military buff. Among his assets is about 85 acres of property in upstate New York, including a luxury home built atop a decommissioned Atlas missile silo. He owns a second property in Chico, California, with decommissioned Titan I missile silos, according to records. Yup, here in Chico, California, we have the first Titan missile silo constructed in 1962, the height of the nuclear scare from Russia during the Cold War. So they went all out with this one. It's more like an underground city with multiple base areas that could hold many people, up to 6,000. The base has a volume of 2.5 million cubic feet and a floor space of 100,000 square feet, with each silo having 6 floors. The complex includes 2,000 feet of cement tunnels connecting each area. So Palmer has bunkers, but Palmer is big on Bitcoin too, buying Bitcoin way before 2013, before exchanges were around, so probably 2010.
Did you buy Bitcoin in 2013?
No, I bought Bitcoin much earlier than that. 2013 is when I was on Forbes 30 under 30, and they asked everyone on it for a quote for the print edition. The theme was, what is your advice to other young founders? And my quote was, buy more Bitcoin. I've actually been involved in Bitcoin since before there were any exchanges.
And what's very interesting to me is if we look at Peter Thiel's Founders Fund, who also loves bunkers, they are invested in Palmer's Anduril. So what's Palmer's plan for the Chico site? Well, what's weird is Palmer hides it under a network of people and shell companies. As we can see from Butte County public records for the site, the owner is Erisdome LLC under Bruno Bacoca Jr. As we can see from this corporation wiki map, Erisdome is hidden between many companies, but comes back to a single one, Friendlord's Keep, which we can confirm Palmer Luckey is the CEO of. What's his plan for it? Well, the name of the shell corp it's under, Erisdome LLC, might give us a hint. Erisdome is a location in the game Chrono Trigger, and from the Wikipedia on this in the game it says that Erisdome is a location in Chrono Trigger. Appearing in the future, it houses the remaining survivors of the horrible incident that destroyed Guardia. And from the image of it, from the game, wouldn't you say it has a striking resemblance to Chico's Titan I? Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.